looking for these opportunities to trade. Remember, another major piece of this code is understanding that you need to have large numbers of people who are thinking the same thing that you are. Because remember, it doesn't matter how much money you have. I don't care if Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, Michael Eisner and Paul Allen, probably four of the richest men in the world, got together. If they put all their money into the Forex market at the same time, they're done. They can't buy or sell one more dollar or one more euro or one more pound, which means they need someone else to come in behind them. And they need someone else to come in behind them to either buy or sell depending on their direction. Okay? So you just remember that even though we've got $2 trillion a day, you're going to see the bulk of the customer orders come in near the open of each session. The London session is 3 to 4 a.m. Eastern Time. That's about the open. It's also when you'll see the biggest moves. You also have to be aware that at 4:30 a.m. is when you typically have the news announcements that come out. New York open is 9 to 10 a.m. Eastern Time, but it can be as early as 7 a.m. Eastern Time. No, I don't get up at 4 a.m. I'm at my desk at 5 a.m. If the market has already made its move, I'll decide on whether or not I'm going to trade based on the pattern that I see. Options expire every day at 10 a.m., and this can cause spikes and different moves in the marketplace. London traders then go home from 11 to 11:30 a.m. They don't go home from 11 to 11:30. What I mean is from 11 to 11:30, that's when you'll see their end-of-day operations. That's when they're pushing the market around, squaring up positions, and just getting ready to clear their books. So what that means is you have a window from 3 to 12:30, 3 a.m. to 12 in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time for momentum. Now, I picked 12:30. Not necessarily arbitrarily, but that's 12:30 is when I've observed the market typically slows down the most. So if I'm, for example, I'm looking at a trade and I'm trying to decide whether or not I'm going to take that trade, if it starts getting near 12:30, I'm just not going to get into it if it's a momentum kind of trade. Because there aren't the most number of people available. There are the New York traders, but listen, the London money center is the biggest currency center in the world. It has been for centuries. It probably will remain that way for the foreseeable future. Again, people are creatures of habit, and habitually people have dealt with London for their currency needs, not necessarily New York. Okay, the next piece of the puzzle is the song from the TV show here. What you gonna do when they come for you? No, I'm not tone deaf. I'm just not singing well today. What are you gonna do when they come for you? What happens when you get stopped out? What is your plan if the position doesn't work? And this is an area where rookie traders absolutely fall short, and it's because we don't like to think about the negative side, what we would call the negative side of a position. We want to think about the amount of money that we're going to make. We like to think about the amount of money we can spend. We like thinking about the new house or the new car. What we don't want to think about is losing money. But I'm here to tell you that unless you have a healthy respect, and I would say an active consideration for it, you will have a difficult time trading. And I go over all the reasons why in the psychology section on the disc, but it's no different. It's back when I was teaching martial arts. One of the things that we would tell people is, look, if you're going to get into a knife fight, you have to understand that you're going to get cut. The odds of you getting out of a situation with a knife unscathed and without a couple nicks or even a serious wound are pretty low. But if you go into that knife fight and you're totally focused on getting cut, man, you're gonna die or you're gonna get hurt really bad. So you have to have a healthy respect for the weapon, but you don't have to be consumed with it. And that applies to anything that we do. When a surgeon, when they're going in to do a surgery, they don't need to be so focused on, the patient dying that's all they think about. They just need to have a healthy respect for it. Airline pilots, They just need to have a healthy respect for the weather and the wind and instrument failure, but they don't need to be so consumed with it. Okay, so that's really the difference. You just have to realize that